Hey, what's up everybody? You know, I always seem to have a good hankering for pie, and that just never ends. Then again, who doesn't love pie, right? Hey, but don't worry, I got an awesome recipe that's gonna satisfy that craving anytime. Yep, all this right here, right now on Coogs Kitchen. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jose Soto, and this is Coogs Kitchen, the college survival cooking show where I teach you guys how to make a home-cooked meal away from home. On today's episode, I'm gonna show y'all how to make an apple pie from scratch. Oh man, it's gonna be so sweet. Hey, I wanna get started as much as y'all do. My hands are clean, and the ingredients we're gonna need are about 4 to 5 cups of sliced apples, 1 pint of heavy whipping cream, lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of flour, nutmeg, 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, salt, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, pre-made pie crust, 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and vanilla extract. Fantastic. Now that we have all the ingredients together, let's start working on this dish. First thing I'm gonna do is put a little work onto these apples. As you can see, I got some that have been pre-cut, and the reason why I do that is because it saves a lot of time. Coring a whole apple and slicing it yourself takes a lot of time and effort, so that's why I got these. Of course, these cost a little more extra than just buying the whole apple yourself, so if you want to spend less money and put all that work into it, be my guest. It's whatever you'd like to do. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna take one of these apples right here, put it on my cutting board, take my knife, and holding it on both sides, I'm gonna cut it down the center so I can make it a thinner apple slice. And the reason why I do that is so when the apples start to bake, they can, melt in your mouth and be more softer and absorb all those nice juices that we're gonna add later on for the flavoring for the apple filling. Alright, so one more thing I wanna let you know is that I also have the peel on there. I know some people are gonna be like, wait, why do you have the peel on there? Isn't that not good? But see, what also happens is that when the apple bakes, the peel starts to get tender itself too. And so it really doesn't hurt the recipe much and it saves a lot of time. Of course, if you do wanna peel the apple, be my guest, go for it. I'm not stopping y'all. Okay guys, well I'm gonna continue cutting these apples and I'll be right back with you when I'm done. Alright, so how about them apples, huh? So next what we're gonna do is that we're gonna add these ingredients to the apples so we can make our filling. So first I'm gonna do, take the cinnamon, add it into there, flour, our brown sugar, then a little bit of salt, some of our lemon juice, lastly, a little bit of nutmeg. Make sure you just add a tiny bit because it's a little bit goes a long way. Awesome. Then take my spoon and just stir everything up together like so. You want to be able to coat all the apples in this mixture. Awesome. So now that this mixture is done, we're gonna put it to the side so it can marinate a little bit. And now let's start building this awesome pie. So what I have here is store-bought pie crust that's already been made. And if you have your own recipe to make your own, go for it. I'm not stopping you guys. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna open the package like so. And remove the pie dough from the package. Then start unraveling the dough and finish rolling it out on any flat surface. Ideally, you wanna roll it out on a round one. Grab your pie pan and place the dough on there like so. And start to press it down and fold the edges to shape and evenly cover the pan. And if you notice any holes or thin spots, just pinch a piece from a thicker part of the dough and patch it up. Then continue patting the dough down and shaping the pan until it's good to go. Great! Now that the bottom crust is ready, let's add this filling. Now, I'm sorry for not mentioning this before, but if you can notice that I have a mixture of both green and red apples. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to balance the flavor of sour from the green apples and sweet from the red apples. Of course, if you want something sweeter, then go all red apples, or if you prefer sour, then do all green apples. This is your recipe, so do whatever you like. So what you're going to do is just take your filling and then dump it into the pie, making sure that you get every little bit of the filling out of the bowl. Then, try to level out the filling, getting any little gap you see. Finally, place the top crust onto the pie and start to fold the ends of the top and bottom crust together. And if an apple slice is poking out, just push it back in and keep folding the crust until you got a good looking pie on your hands. And wow, look how beautiful this looks. Now before we take it to the kitchen to bake, all we're gonna do is that we're just gonna add slits on it so it can vent out. So just take your knife and make it like a nice little X pattern on the top like so. Perfect, easy. All right guys, let's take this to the kitchen. Alrighty, awesome. So the oven has been preheated to 425 degrees, and now I'm just gonna take my beautiful pie right here, and I'm just gonna put it in the oven for about 45 minutes. And during that time too, if you have any homework or quizzes, or you need to clean up or something like that, you have the time to do it. Alright, so let's put this bad boy in the oven. Alright, so when there's 15 minutes left in the baking process, we're going to do one extra thing to make this pie perfect. And what that's going to be is taking the pie out of the oven and covering the outer crust with aluminum foil like I'm doing. And what this does is that it stops the outer part of the pie crust from browning and allows the inner part to brown more, so the end result is a perfectly brown crust. Oh yeah. Okay, sweet. The 45 minutes have been up, so let's take this pie out. Oh my god, you just get hit with all the flavor of that apple pie. It's glorious. Alright. Lift it up, still trying to keep the foil intact. And now we're just going to set it on the oven, and we're going to let it cool. And while it cools, let's start making the whipped cream to go on top of this bad boy. Alright, so grab your powdered sugar and your whipping cream, then pour it all into the bowl like so. Then grab your vanilla extract and splash it in there. Next, take your whisk and start whipping air into your concoction. And just keep whipping, and keep whipping, and whipping. Maybe tag someone in and have them keep whipping. Then come back when you're ready and still continue whipping until the mixture becomes thick and forms peaks, like this. And the best part is that it whips your arm into shape. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the whipped cream is ready and the pie is cooled. Let's start plating and give this a taste. So what I'm going to do is just carefully remove the foil and set it to the side. Then take my knife, starting from the center, cut it down and give me a nice slice of pie. And I wish you could smell through the TV or computer screen because it's just amazing. Alright, so now bring my plate closer, use my knife, and just put that on the plate like so. It's delicious. Now I want to get every little bit I can out of this. Fantastic. Then, the final touch, a dollop of whipped cream. Alright, let's give this a taste. We get a little bit of that whipped cream in the pie, and apple. Oh my god. The whipped cream just adds an extra layer of sweetness to it, balances out with the tartness of the apple. Cinnamon has a little bit of spice in it. It just warms me up. But hey, don't take my word for it. Let's take it to the campus. So, what do you think?
This is actually really good. That's really good. Pretty good. It's has a good level of complexity to it. The apples are crunchy, but not too crunchy. Crunchy enough. There's enough sweetness. Alright,
very
pretty good pie.
nice.
It's actually pretty good.
Would you believe me if I told you that this was made inside of a kitchen, inside of a college dorm?
No way, you had to have bought this. Come on. Seriously? There's a dorm room cooking?
Yeah.
That makes it even better.
I would believe it.
Yeah, I work for you. I'm your camera guy.
Thank you, by the way.
No problem.
Yes, sir, Mr. President of Sigma Pi, the U of H chapter. Well, my people, you could say this dish was easy as pie. Hey guys, but just remember, if a simple college student like me can make a home-cooked meal away from home, then so can you. Go Coogs!